With respect to painting, this is the last one we look at, by Jean-Michel Basquiat, African-American, Afro-Haitian painter in the United States, who is also contesting received tradition. This painting is called Charles I. It's an allusion within it to Charlie Parker, but also to Charles I, the King of England, who loses his head around 1640 in the Puritan rebellion against the British realm. This will lead up to the Long Parliament. It would lead up eventually to the interregnum and to Oliver Cromwell and the Puritans taking over the helm in England from about 1649 to 1660. So those allusions are there. The classical allusions are there, as well as the popular allusions to Thor, to comic books like Superman, etc. And on the painting written kinds of mottos or statements, such as this one, most kings get their heads cut off, etc. Again, I think the larger statement emerging out of this is questioning the authority, the claim over knowledge that goes with the artist's work, and questioning the role of the artist himself or herself in terms of the construction or the ownership of the art object that they have created. And this then, again, we continue this theme in novelistic work, the work of Wilson Harris, a Guyanese author who wrote The Palace of the Peacock. This manuscript, interestingly, was acquisition for Faber and Faber by T.S. Eliot in, I think, 1959 or 1960. The importance of the story being told in The Palace of the Peacock is this idea that the colonizer is in the colonized, that on this journey, which is central to the story of Palace of the Peacock, in which cattle rancher, who represents the European presence, and Mariella, who represents the native, and the cattle rancher is named Donne, after, I think, John Donne, the metaphysical poet, that they travel on the Cuyuni River in Guyana. They take 7 journeys over a waterfall. Each time the travelers die, and each death represents a dissolution, a dissolving of their crass materialism and their discovery that their fate is one that binds them together, that they're bounded together for the future and for change. And again, this idea that the central subject now is dissolved into several characters, become polyglot characters, rather than the central organizing figure that we find in the 19th century novel. Again, Harris's Companions of the Day and Night features a central character whose name is Idiot Nameless. Idiot Nameless is a tourist from England traveling to Mexico City, and he has what is an allusion to Shakespeare's Coriolanus, the falling sickness. And with his sense of falling, he plunges into a pre-Columbian world, underscoring this kind of anthropological feature of many of these societies of finding in Dickens and so forth the fossilized relationship between the European colonizer and the colonized. That you find churches built, for instance, on native land and structures and the like. And so the book deals with this pre-Columbian presence that can't be avoided, that speaks into the presence, and that the novel form itself breaks up under these conditions. That in fact the novel is put together not by Idiot Nameless, but by his editor in England and London, whose name is Goodrich. And Goodrich puts together the novel by reading through the paintings, the sculptures, etc., that Idiot Nameless sends him from Mexico City. And then finally, I end with Miles Davis's Sketches of Spain, and his work, particularly this collection is built around influences of flamenco and influences of the work of the great Spanish composer Joaquin Rodrigo, and the way that in which Davis draws from notions of the use of space, the use of chord structures, etc., that come out of the music that Joaquin Rodrigo develops, where the guitar is central in Rodrigo's case. In Davis's work with Gil Evans, the trumpet is the central instrument.